So, you have been working on yourself, on your self-confidence, on your self-worth, on your self-love, and since then, you see things very, very clearly, and especially about one person that you thought that you should be able to trust, and since you see things so much clearer now that you have healed maybe, you can see through. So we will get into it, but first, before we are starting, this is a collective read, so it might be for you, it might be partly for you, it might not be for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Already from what I said here, it might give you some clues if this is your reading or not. Don't take anything on that is not yours. Also, if I'm talking about masculine or feminines, I am not talking about gender, I'm talking about energy. So let's get into it. The first card that came out here, it is the Nine of Cups. This truly talk about being at peace with yourself, being in self-love, being healed or healing, all of those things, being very peaceful with yourself. This is truly a card of love with yourself, right? And since this happened, what came after, it is the Page of Swords in reverse. The Page of Swords talks about curiosity, somebody wanting to learn, wanting to gain knowledge. It's truly about observing. Here it's in reverse. So what, in fact, you have realized were things that were not truly aligned. This is the marvelous thing that people often they don't realize, but when you are working on yourself, when you are healing, when you are aligned with yourself, you can very easily sense when someone is not in alignment with when someone says something and it's not true, because you are very connected to your intuition. Once you are aligned, you know who you are, you don't doubt yourself, you don't get lost in other people's projection. And so here what you realize, it is that someone here was making up stories, that they were lies, somebody was trying to confuse you. And who we are talking about here, it is someone that you thought that you should have been able to trust. We have official person here in reverse. So official person, it is truly someone that you think that it is someone with higher values, that represents some kind of truth, some kind of justice. It might be someone of your family, it might be a spouse, it might be a friend. Doesn't matter who it is, but it is someone that you should have been able to trust, right? And what you realize, in fact, it is that they were after your foundation. It might be your money, it might be a house, it might be what you are doing, it might be your confidence. They might have tried to come in and destroy your confidence, because what they wanted to take from you truly, it is your foundation. It can be material foundation, and it can be spiritual foundation, it can be emotional foundation. This is what they were after. And so then afterwards we got this false person in reverse, which means that someone false has been exposed, right? It can also mean that this person, in order to be able to take your foundation, has painted you as somebody false, and you are absolutely not. And what we also get here from those cards, it is that this official person was in fact willing to build their own foundation without doing any efforts. Toil and labor is in reverse. This is truly a card of effort. So they didn't want to make any effort, and they were all about taking from others, especially from you. So all their foundation was absolutely fake, because it didn't come from the right place. once again, even if we are talking about wisdom, knowledge, let's say that we are talking about someone who wanted to steal your work, let's say, so they can steal the final product, but they cannot repair the product, right? Because they don't have the knowledge. They didn't do the work in order to be able truly to understand what they have. Let's see if the noises continue. We are Friday, so I thought that there wouldn't be noises of work. Let's see. For the moment, let's keep it like this. Let's get a few more cards here to tell us more. Let me just shuffle this because I just took it out of the box. I want to know more about this story. What's I like here, first it is starting with this 9 of Cups, right? Because the whole thing is what has been revealed to you since you are at peace with yourself. You might have grown up in a dysfunctional family system where you were said that you were too sensitive, that you were the problem, maybe you were the black sheep, all of those things. And I love it that your foundation, at the end of the day, they couldn't touch it. With this house in the upright, the foundation couldn't be touched. And the reason why, it is because you healed. You did the work. So, let's see. It turned, it didn't truly turn. Yeah, it's Destroyer. Hermit. Yeah, you might have felt truly the need to protect yourself in order to truly do your healing work. Very often people, when they are healing, especially if they are part of a dysfunctional family or they were dealing with narcissistic people, those people don't want you truly to heal. They will say, you have to go to the therapist because you are too sensitive, you are making problems of everything. And they hope that in fact it will weaken you. They don't understand that at the end of the day it will do exactly the opposite. I need my glasses here. We have the Knight in reverse. Yeah, we have a destructive ruler here, or somebody who is under the influence of someone who is very destructive. We might also be talking here about someone who is delusional. We have the Beggar here. Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. This might have been your problem before. You might be someone very, very empathetic, very understanding, maybe a people pleaser, maybe you don't like confrontation. So you might have stayed for too long trying to understand what's going on. You were gaslit, and you might have felt, this isn't right. But maybe you might have said to yourself, okay, maybe they are going through something difficult, never considering that you too are going through something difficult, and especially this person is making it difficult for you. So it shouldn't be the case. Yeah, you were truly a victim here. And I think that you understood it at the end of the day. And you didn't want to be a victim. You wanted to take yourself out of it. Yeah, we have here someone who was placing financial gain and control over being fair, doing what's right, with this Guide in reverse. Let's see what else. Yeah, you see, Samaritan in the upright. You tend to help others, even people that don't help you, maybe people who abuse you, who lie to you, who take from you. This is exactly who you were, and this is who you truly needed to heal from. Because very often people, when they see a lot of kindness, a lot of empathy, a lot of understanding, they tend to abuse it, right? So what do I want to take now? I think that I want to take the tarot. Let's take this one. Let's get more information here about this situation. Let's see what the tarot is telling us. So somebody wanted to build their foundation on you, and you healed at the right time, because this allowed you totally to see what was happening. You understood that you might have given your trust to someone that wasn't trustworthy. I want to know more here. What did they succeed to take? What didn't they succeed to take? 1 second, I want it to be. No, I'm not OCD. I just like things to be. It's not in my whole house, but here, when I'm reading the cards, I don't want to be distracted by anything. I truly want to be able to see. Okay, so tell us more here, please. What should we know? Yes, you truly reconciled your masculine and your feminine side. You might have been too much in one of them. You might have felt that you were truly, I will say the word, but because this is what you might have felt, overreactive. You were not overreactive, you were in emotional survival mode. And this is why you might have been very reactive, but you truly invested in yourself. Maybe you also consider that if you want to have a happy relationship, you needed to be in a stronger place, because maybe all the relationships that you had before, somehow you felt that it didn't bring you anything. You might have felt, okay, it's nice, but that's it. And maybe you realize that you were not able to truly consider your own needs, ask for what you need. Maybe you thought that you needed to compromise, and even though, yes, we compromise in a relationship, in a connection, in a friendship, in a familyship, but there is compromise and compromise, right? There is compromise that you do easily out of love, and it doesn't truly feel like compromise, and there is truly, like the annulment of yourself. And I feel that this was a little bit what was happening here. We have the King of Pentacles that came out. Okay, you might have been truly working on your stability. The King of Pentacles is a leader, and they see things very logically. And logically, maybe you might have said to yourself, taken all the information that you had about this official person, and making a list, not letting your feelings be in the way, or your projection, or what you wanted to see. Yes, I love to see that. Since you have seen this person for who they are, maybe you have put very strong boundaries, maybe you have gone no contact. I think that you might have seen that your life is going much better since then. Since you have seen this person for who they are, your stability is better. This was fated. This is what you were supposed to do. Very often people think that if they want to have the support of the highest, they need to be kinder, be more tolerant, when in fact, it's not the case. You also have to be kind and tolerant towards yourself. It starts with yourself. We say that the if you have like beautiful opportunities that are meant to come your way, the highest won't give it to you if the highest know that you will give it to to people who are not deserving. And unless you are healed and you know who to give and who not to give, you might be dealing with bad karma simply because you are surrounded by people with who you should put up serious boundaries, and you are not doing that. So since, yes, Seven of Swords, they were acting in very, very sneaky ways, lying, cheating, slandering, stealing. Did I say stealing? This is what they were doing. And this is what they wanted to do. Again, with this foundation, it can be a house that they wanted to steal from you. But it can also be, as said, your emotional foundation. It might be your happiness, your life path, money, your friends, your circle. They might have wanted your community to go against you. Yeah, you were too generous towards someone who was fake. This is exactly what I'm saying. Why you might have felt that there was kind of a blockage in your own life path. But it was because you were giving to people who were fake, who didn't deserve it. So the highest said, no, I'm not giving you anything until I'm sure that you will know how to handle what I'm giving you, and not give it to people who are not supposed to get it from you. You truly observed, I think, all your connections, all your relationships, and you truly waited where it was coming from a place of love, where you felt truly aligned with your connections, where you felt respected, where you might have been exploited maybe, without blaming anyone, maybe yourself, because this is also part of healing. Yeah, they wanted rewards without efforts. Nine of Wands in reverse. This talks about exhaustion. This talks about not fighting anymore. So they might know now that there is no more fight to have, that it's over, because you see too clearly. Is this what's going on here with this Nine of Wands? Tell me a little bit more about the Nine of Wands in reverse. What should we know here about this Nine of Wands in reverse? You are not generous towards them anymore. It's over. And I think that it's exactly what's supposed to be. This is interesting. I think that it came out like this and then it flipped. Yeah, I think that they truly wanted to keep you very, very low. They wanted you to be down, to refuse every beautiful opportunity that was coming towards you, or at least destroy those opportunities. And now they might try to approach you because they are dependent on you. I truly feel it. We will see if in the cards something is coming. I truly feel that the universe is telling you that you took the right decision by putting strong boundaries, by seeing the truth. I think that you might not be exactly where you want to be yet, but I think that somehow you got confirmation in your life that you are in the right direction. Yeah, there is a whole transformation here. We are with the energy of the Scorpio with this Death card. You have truly ended a cycle and opened a new one. You have a rebirth, mainly. This is what I feel. It's like a new life. The Death card is also number 13, which is a 4, which is the number of stability. Yeah, they were judging you very, very harshly, and you had a very false judgment too. We have the Judgment card here in reverse. You were, I think, projecting yourself on those people. Those people have showed you, those people or this person or this community, doesn't matter who it is, but I think that you wanted so much for this relationships to be one thing. You had so hard time accepting that people could truly intentionally treat you the way that they were treating you, that you were making them excuses. Maybe you projected yourself. Maybe you were with this phrase, hurt people, hurt people. I personally absolutely don't adhere with this phrase. I think that most hurt people, they know the pain of hurt and they would never hurt someone else. So for me, this phrase, it's a big, big no. Absolutely not. Look. I just opened the deck. I won't take those cards out, but look what I see here. Since you have balanced your energy, this is alchemizing. This is taking your story, all the negative things that happen to you, and transform it into something absolutely beautiful. You didn't become weaker from what happened to you. You became more aware, more self-aware. You gained wisdom. Since this happened, you are in control of your life now. You are totally moving forward. The Chariot is about being in control. It's being the master of your own life, the leader of your own life. You are moving forward. Since you have brought this justice towards yourself, you have rebalanced yourself, you have healed. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, tell me more here. What should we know more about all of this? Yeah, you see behind the illusions. We have the Moon card in reverse here. You see behind the lies. You know what has been done in the dark. Whatever you felt before and put to the side, now you have a very clear vision. You are not thinking, what did I do to deserve it? You can clearly see what is yours and what is not. Before, you might have thought, maybe they are doing that because I did that. No. You are not there anymore. You understand that you had a false judgment, maybe because you have been painted all your life as too sensitive. Yeah, you see things very, very clearly. You have regained you have lifted up the mental fog that might have been there since you were very, very young. You see things very, very clearly, and you can also express them very clearly, and I think that you know that. You know how generous you have been. you know that they have been lying to you, gaslighting you, maybe stealing from you, that they have been deceptive, and you know that it has nothing to do with you. You know that it is their own darkness. You are not absorbing it anymore. You truly regained your power. This is your mental power. And when now people are talking to you and they are playing it stupid, like if they don't understand what you are saying, you understand now that it's manipulation. You are not trying harder. Okay, understood. I will shuffle, and if nothing else is coming out, it means that the reading is done, which might be the case. And then it's out with a beautiful card, with this King of Swords. It truly says, yeah, you are at the right place. It's not over. What goes around comes around. High energy. Somebody might want to communicate with you, maybe because someone wants money. Considering where it falls here, I think that if they are coming in, even if they are apologizing, they are not truly apologizing. They need something from you. We are under the false person and the toilet neighbor in reverse. Someone who is exhausted. They have exhausted their ability to get money from you, to get your generosity. And so, I guess that they might want to communicate to see if there's still a way somehow to get some money out of you. The tower. Yeah, they are in a tower. Yeah, they will have to start working, truly. They wanted to feed themselves on your foundation. The tower is about your foundation is not stable, so I will destroy it all, and so you can rebuild on a better foundation. So we are talking here about someone who is lazy and opportunistic, so they still want to try and come towards you because you have been very generous towards this fake person. Maybe we have two people here, right? We have an official person in reverse, a masculine energy, and a fake person, false person also. So you might have seen that there were two people here. Might be talking about a couple. If it's family, might be two people of your family, a feminine and a masculine. Doesn't have to be, as said in the beginning. A feminine can very much act from her masculine side. Same goes with the masculine, so it doesn't have to be, but here what I see it is we have both energies, the masculine and the feminine, both fake. They might have worked together against you. You have healed. You have healed of whatever they did to you. You have healed and understood how you have gave them credit when you shouldn't have. You have healed, and now you can truly see that there were things that were done in the dark, that there were lies, that there were illusions. What else should we know here? Yeah, you took distance of those people. The Lovers in reverse. Since you love yourself, you understood that whatever you were dealing with those people, this wasn't love. You have totally separated yourself because you see things very clearly. You see that they were after taking from you. This is what they wanted. Yeah, you are a star. You trusted your faith. You are heading towards your happiness. You regained your power. You are very inspirational. This comes next to this King of Swords. So you might also be communicating about toxicity, about what you learned. And you might be helping other people. You are shining an important light that truly helps other people. It's beautiful. You might do it online, you might do it in your private life, you might be a teacher and you are using whatever you learned in order maybe to better build confidence, discernment, awareness towards your students. What else should we know here? Yeah, you took emotional distance. You understood that those people were all about creating you mental conflicts, emotional hardships, and you decided, I need to protect myself. I deserve to take the time to truly heal myself, reconnect to myself, be in alignment with myself. So, if needed, this is what I'm gonna do. You might have in the beginning just taken emotional distance. And maybe you are still there, just, taking the emotional distance necessary for your healing. But I think that this is the kind of person who won't truly let you heal. They would come and interrupt and tell you that they need something from you. Whatever you need is absolutely irrelevant. Yes, I can't. Can I? Yeah, I will hide this. The Eight of Pentacles, you truly invested in yourself. You invested in your life, in your work, in your healing. You took it very, very, very seriously. And this is exactly what you needed to do, because I think that what those people wanted was for you to be weak, to be depressed, to how do we say that, get next to your life. Here we can see somebody is bringing a cup. This might be love, it might be an opportunity. They wanted you to miss out on your life. This is the way to say it. Miss out on your life, right? Imagine if it's your family. It's kind of it happens more than we think. Mothers that are jealous, siblings that are jealous. It happens, sadly, too much. Too much. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. They are blocked. They wanted to block you. They wanted to block your opportunities. It's exactly what I said here, right? They wanted to block your opportunities. I will put this under here because it's exactly what I was talking about when this card came out. They wanted to block your opportunities. And now you block them. You block them. And maybe now their opportunities are blocked because they were feeding themselves of you, right? Even if they pretended that they were working, they were not working. With this Toil and Labor in reverse, yeah, they are stressed out now. They are totally stressed out now since you healed. For them, it's a catastrophe. They know that they cannot do what they used to do. Tell me more here. No? Yeah, they're in a very dark place now. They are stressed out, anguish, fearful maybe. What are they so stressed out about? Yeah, about money, I guess. But is there something else here? Yeah, they know. Look, whatever they were holding on to from you, they know now that They have to release it. They cannot use it anymore. They might have said about you or to you, make you believe that you cannot survive without them. When in fact it was totally the opposite. They couldn't survive without you. And now they know that whatever you were giving them, this generosity here has stopped, because you understand that you shouldn't be generous with those kind of people. And so this is why they are so stressed out, because they know that they cannot count on your help anymore. They might still try to come in, right? We saw it. Yeah, you are, look, again, the Nine of Cups. We started with the Nine of Cups, and we are ending with the Nine of Cups. Whatever they will do, you are now in such a stable place. Nine of Cups. You are such in a stable place that you will see through whatever. You are much happier now than you have ever been when those people were in your life. You are much stronger. So even if they will try to come towards you and approach you, they might try their old games, right? Meaning trying to destroy your confidence, make you feel guilty, try to tear on your empathy. All of this, it won't work. It won't work. You see things very, very clearly now. You see things clearly. They cannot confuse you anymore. You are stable, secure. You don't need them. They need you. And you see things very, very clearly. You are also very intuitive. Listen, we have here the King of Swords and the Star. You have a shining light telling you exactly what you need to know. Okay, I will end this reading here. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Whatever they did, whatever they tried to do, whatever you have gained by doing the work, by healing, this is the biggest treasure. Nobody can take it away from you. And this just confirms it. So they might still, try to come towards you. It's not sure. I think what I feel is that they are checking you. They are trying to see if there is some kind of slit, some kind of opening. They are trying to see if maybe you are not happy, you are just pretending to be happy, but I think that they know that you are. So if somehow they don't succeed if they are still as arrogant as they are and entitled as they are, and they are unhealed, so maybe they don't understand what healing means. They might think, yeah, you are in a crisis, right? So they might still try to come here. I kind of feel with this Eight of Wands somehow that they are in surveillance, that they are hacking you, that they are stalking you. I don't know how, I don't know. Maybe they put a private investigator on your ass. I feel that they are truly, deeply in your business. This is what I feel, because they are desperate. Since you left, they are totally desperate. But at the end of the day, what they see is that for you, things are going great. You invested in your work, in yourself. I think that there is some kind of reward in your work. They might see it. They are very, very stressed out because they know that they have to let go, that now maybe they will have to start to truly work, not pretend to work. And they also know that you see them exactly for who they are. Right? You know that they are dishonest, that they are fake, that they don't care about you, that they are liars, manipulators. Maybe they stole from you. I feel stealing here. And stealing doesn't have to be money. It can be money, it can be inheritance, it can be trying to steal a house from you, it can be stealing your work, it can be. But I kind of feel truly people that were living out of you, abusing your good heart, trying to keep you down by destroying your self-confidence, by creating a lot of mental fog with lies, gaslighting, all of this. But now it's over. It's over. They cannot do it. You are connected to your highest power here. You are celebrating yourself. You are celebrating life. You are independent, emotionally stable. You are ready now for a good relationship, a healthy relationship. You won't tolerate anything less than a beautiful relationship that adds to your life. You will never, after all that you gave, you are still the same person. You are still empathetic and generous and everything. But you won't accept now in your life someone who is just there and not adding some kind of something to your life. It doesn't mean that it has to be money, but that they are truly adding something to your life. So I love it. Good work. I'm so happy for you. It's beautiful. I hope that it was helpful. I love to read the comments, so please tell me in the comments if you feel like it. And I tell you, see you very, very soon. Have a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this. Bye.